it's really like, well, how you are, where you are, or that you are, which is who you are, and again, how you are, and what you take from the experience, and how this you create, which, yeah, well, we all do that. But how we do that is really something that requires this further study. And that's why I realized to actualize was a German version, which is Kein Ding, but also in English, because among other things I also teach languages. But yeah, it's really a school. It's a school for learning, about how you learn, and how you have learned, how we all have learned. Through our history, our personal life history, we all have learned from our experiences. And yeah, we've developed a certain view of life, and well, how we look at things, how we look at others, how we look at ourselves, how we see ourselves, what we see in the world, our views there create our own sense of reality, our perception, that's our reality, that's real for us, and that's how it is for everyone. I mean, how many billion people we have right now? So just think about that. And we're all reflections and extensions of each other. And especially those people, but those people who are really irritating to you, you don't like. Well, because that's really how it started. You know, a little more than 24 years ago that I moved from Germany to America. I left my home here, now I'm back here. In a different place, actually like 5 minutes from the place I grew up in, here in Nackenheim, Germany. So that's pretty interesting, you know, and how it was when I went to Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. But there I lived there, was married to an African-American lady. Really, this whole experience, what that brought out in me. But that's really what it is, you know, what we learn, what we go through. You know, and what we experience, and how we experience, and how we attract what happens to us. We do that. And so that makes you really start thinking about those things, you know, which is really, again, the school of realize to actualize, the school of, well, Kein Ding, the school of life, a school for learning. To learn how you learn this, to be this. There also is how you are in life. It's kind of crazy. It's the mirror, right? Or it's the camera. It's the lens. It's me, it's you, it's eternity. And yeah, the best things in life aren't things. Keinding.com. And yes, we're also realize2actualize.com. Check that out. And that's really the experience about being now, the Now Show. To be now. It's really about fundraising. Raising fun, raising energies. Being very now, very present. Also, I'm going to get to the point where it's a studio. We can have live calls, you know. It's a show. The program, we are on the air. This is also like this. It's a show. Well, it's this kind of show. You know, where we talk about whatever's on your mind, whatever you would like to talk about, whatever you would like help with, whatever problem you may have, whatever question you may have, we're here to answer that, to give answers. Or, well, not so much actually giving answers, but helping you find answers for yourself. Because you have those answers within you. And yeah, we all like that. Just look at children. Look at our nature. That's what it is. A new way of thinking is realize to actualize. It's also Kein Ding. You know, it's a paradigm shift. A new way of looking at the world, well, of looking at yourself, of looking at others. And I mean here to really, you know what I mean? Real eyes, realize, to actualize, to really see others. To let them really see you. And for that to happen, of course, well, you need to know who you are, you need to be who you are. And that's where the change of the world begins, when we are that, and we learn that. No, we all learn all the time. It was like this as children, we just grew up, but we're still like adult children, basically. We all argue with each other and fight with each other and make fun of each other like little children. You know, we in this world. I say we. You know. Well, also I see that in me sometimes. I can get argumentative. Now, I used to be as a child when Christoph got pissed off. Yeah, I could tell you stories, you know. But yeah, we all have that. I think that darkness in us that gets stimulated at times, you know. And we get really upset. And then mean-spirited. I really seen that and really had to deal with that. And it was very difficult for me when I moved from Germany to America, when I became part of that, of the world of my wife, of my late wife or ex-wife. I got divorced in 2004, she died in 2009. I got married in 1991 when I moved over there. And yeah, it really stimulated the worst in her, things. And well, I did just the whole situation. At times, I mean, she really loved me, I know that. But she was analyzed with bipolar and really, you know, I was 24, she was 31. In Germany, everything was cool, but as soon as I moved over to America, wow. You know, she was part Cherokee. When she was on the warpath, it wasn't funny. But yeah, I had to face a lot within myself. I really had to face myself. And especially then when I began studying about personal development and also realized, because in the beginning I was just trying to change her and fight with her and argue with her when she was being extremely irritating and crazy. It just made it worse. And then everybody turned their back and well, you know, my children were in the middle of that. Then the divorce, and I got hit by a car, then I was homeless for a while. My children ended up in foster care. And my son is in jail now. My daughters, I mean, yeah, my oldest, she has 2 sons. I'm a grandfather already. You know, when I'm back in Germany now, my children are in California. All my three musketeers, like I always said, like I always call them. One for all and all for one. I always loved that motto. Yeah. And so I learned a little bit something about change. And also, especially, you know, how we attract things and why we attract things. I really concerned myself with that. Also to understand really human nature, human psyche, human relationships, you know, how people interact. Learning to see things really critically. I always was like that, but as a child I was very much a rebel and I didn't like the ways of the world and I was very, nobody could tell me anything and I had really no friends and I was very, yeah, anti-learning. I hated learning. And so it's interesting that through all of that I've really found my inner teacher. I really talk about this as a school. So welcome to that. You know, this is a new now. I'm glad to be here. You know, it's fundraising. It's now time. You know, it's new time. So on that note, thanks for watching and always keep it real.